Southwest, yeah.
Yeah. I'm I'm Sethy, so I'm in London. Where are you?
All right. I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay.
Uh, good afternoon, and welcome. Just a couple of things, guys, before we start with Caroline Cooper. We're still looking for more people for the conference in September. So if you're interested in coming along, please do. The tickets are going fast, but we still need more speakers to come in and give a talk on the Saturday and the Sunday of the conference. So if you're interested in coming, let me know, and it would be good to have you on board. And also, don't forget, next week, some of the podcasts might be changed around on various times, but we will let you know. Anyway, in the meantime, hello, Cara. All right.
Yes, thanks. Hi. What's this
Hi.
about a conference? I
I
haven't
will.
haven't heard of this.
Hadn't you heard about it?
No.
Right, I'll tell
Enlighten
you
me.
more about. I'll tell you more. Yeah, I'll tell you more about. All right, I'll tell you now. So what's happened is I don't know if you know, but when we first started off, it was only a group of us, and it was like a support group mainly.
Right.
And then it was getting bigger and bigger, and then we thought, right, let's start this off. And then people wanted to. So what we do now is that we've got presenters that who actually come on my channel, come on my platform, and they do their own show for about an hour, right? So they
Right.
could be their own show. They could be their own show. So what they do is they pay us a fee, like I think it's £60. Is it £60? Yeah, £60 like for the complete year. So and what that does is that gives them a platform, gets their own show. So if you say, "Oh, Steve, I want something for an hour on a Tuesday," then what they would do is put you in. You get your own kind of like show. You can invite guests on. So that's what we do. So what's happened is because people now want to now because all the COVID is overdone with, everybody wants to get together and meet,
Yeah.
right? And what we've done is that I've done a conference up in Birmingham and hired a place out where all the people on Crossroads, presenters, anybody who wants to come along and give a give a talk up at the weekend. So it's from what was it? We've got up there on a Friday, but it starts on a Saturday and a Sunday.
Mhm.
All right,
Yeah.
uh, and it's at the Max Centre in Birmingham.
Match center.
The Mac, MAC.
Match. I got you. Yeah.
All right, but the
Yeah.
so what we do is we ask the because we're a charity, we ask the the people who wants to do the conference, give to talk, we
Mhm.
have to charge them. We have to charge people.
Right.
So what we do is because what we're going to do is we're doing a package deal with everybody. So what happens is you get your accommodation. If you want to stay over, you get your accommodation. You
Mhm.
get your meals. You get complete meals. You get your breakfast, dinner, and evening meal.
Mhm.
All right. So it's all set
Right.
up. Then, and in the evening after the conference, everybody gets together, or if they want to, and have a chat, over a supper and everything. So
Mm.
it's kind of like getting to know each other, a bit of networking,
Yeah.
and all that lot. So that's what we're doing, and it raises awareness for us. But so, and that's it. So, but what you do is you just kind of like speak for around about 20 minutes. You talk for
Mhm.
20 minutes in front of, you know, um, well, so far we got around about 60 odd, 70 odd people there. So booked
Wow.
up.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so what would happen is we're expecting 120 we are. So And what would happen is you just get your chance speaking, and there's professionals there from the media, things like that, and also, kind of like other media platforms like podcast, and
Mm,
also people are looking for people such as yourself or anybody else who does this sort of thing, who
mm.
wants to kind of like carry on doing coaching or whatever, and that's what it's all about, really. So,
Sounds good.
yeah, yeah,
What,
it's
what's
a
the
really good.
dates? What are the dates?
It's the second and the third of September.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
and it's
And
at
so how
the
much are you charging speakers if it's so that's the accommodation for one night or 2 nights?
2 nights.
Two
Two
nights.
nights.
What would they be, the
I
Friday and
was
the Saturday night or the
well. If you
Saturday
come
and
on a
Sunday?
Friday, you can stay like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Right.
Right. Okay. But what we're offering at the moment is a Saturday night
Mm-hmm.
and a Sunday night.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But what's been happening is that people's been saying, Steve, I want to stay Friday, Saturday, so they want to make a weekend of it,
Yeah. Yeah.
but go home like some of them want to go home like Sunday evening, say,
Mm.
so because they've got to go work on a Monday.
Yeah.
You know, that's fine. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
you get you get an ad in the program. You get kind of like information about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've got a lot of like material, promotional material, you get a stand too. So you will have your stand. So when you're not talking or
Mm.
something's going on, you'll have a stand where
Stand.
people can
Yeah.
come. Yeah, where people can get some
Mm.
information off you and talk to you. But I
Okay.
will I will send you over the details in a
Mm.
bit. But it's quite kind of like reasonable. But
Yeah.
so but
And you're
we
still
gotta do
looking for speakers, is that what I
people.
was hearing?
Yeah,
Okay, because I
yeah.
might know. Yeah, I know a lot of people that do speaking gigs, so whether they'd be interested, I can share
Yeah,
it
yeah, you carry on, you
out.
carry on.
Yeah.
I will send you all the package over, and
Okay.
but the trouble is, so it's kind of like it's just getting the message out there
Mm.
because what it is, we want to get. Oh, see, we don't make we. I don't get paid, right? I
Okay.
don't get paid at all.
Right.
So I make only money that I I get will probably be grants or kind of stuff towards my channel or
Mm.
to pay. So what we do then is say if somebody wanted cancelling, we will pay for cancelling. Or if somebody needs to go into a rehab, we will pay for the rehab. So
Right.
that's how we deal with our money. That's how we do because it's a
Yeah.
Christian based. It's all on a Christian ethos,
Right. Mm-hmm.
really, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what it is, and that's what we do. Because I've been there. I've been there. I've been through it all,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
And I've kind of like I changed my life from what it used to be to what I am now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we can all do it.
Yeah,
You know,
I
and the
do.
point of
Yeah.
the point of the conference is to meet people, to network, people to get some business.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, to carry on with kind of like meeting in the future with meeting different cities and something like that, and different places and stuff. So,
I like it. Yeah.
all right, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
that's
Oh,
okay.
okay. Awesome. So
Yeah,
that's worth
yeah,
it.
yeah,
And to people that are listening, yes, it's worth sharing it, whether they want to come and listen to
yeah,
the
yeah.
speakers or if they know speakers. It,
This is
yeah.
why we're doing it for us. So, you know, so um, so what we're doing, guys. So we might as well just talk about this now. So
Yeah.
what we're do you mind that? Do you? If we
Not
talk
at
about this.
all. No, it's whatever
So
needs to be said
so
here tonight is perfect.
yeah. So what we got is we got people from who's been working with homelessness. We got people who's working with drugs. Um, we got alcohol. We got people from is writing a book and they want to write a book but they can't and they need a bit of kick up the backside, say. So we want people like that. Then you got people who wants to do empowerment. We got astrologist, astrologer, and
Mm,
she wants to do about the moon signs and everything, and other stuff as well. And we have healing, someone coming along doing healing,
mhm,
you know,
yeah,
and so we've got a broad, a lot of people want to come, and but the but and what they do is they get like a 10 minute kind of 10 minute, 20 minute talk, but
yeah.
also on that they will kind of like get more time in the afternoon as well to talk as well into
Mhm,
because what they do is we're going to split all the groups up. They'll be put into different groups, and they will
right.
talk about their business. They will talk about so it's better networking, getting to know people.
Mm,
That's the
mm,
plan. That's how we're doing it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So and
yeah.
every single penny that we make from it, yes, we got to pay for the conference center, but but the majority of it will go back into our pot, and it will be used to kind of like because Streamyard, you got to pay for Streamyard.
Mhm,
I didn't know if you knew that. We got to pay for that. We
right.
we got to pay for other channels too. We got to pay, so it's all media stuff we got to sort out.
Mm,
But but when you got kind of like really good speakers come along, and if we try to get speakers that we want to come along, then
mm,
I think we've got it. We got it in the bag because if people want to hear these speakers, then it'll be that's it. People don't want to go and watch someone who rattles on about nothing. You know
no,
what I
no.
mean?
It's got to mean something to them, and it's got to be something
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
um, that they're interested in, or that they want to know about, or
yeah,
somehow will benefit them in some way. That's
yeah,
what will draw them, isn't it?
yeah.
You
Because
know, at the
at the
talk.
end of the day, so anyway, guys. So on the day, so what would happen is on the day of the speakers will start at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, 10 o'clock in the morning, and they will go on to around about 1 o'clock. Then what happen is we will have lunch, and that would be like a kind of like a buffet lunch type thing.
Yeah.
Uh, and then in the evening it would be like a 3 course sit down meal, and
Hmm.
and that's it. So
Yeah.
then we will start another session around about 7 o'clock, and that will go on to around about 8:30.
Right. So what about in the afternoon? What time does it start after lunch?
After
Do you
lunch
have
it
it?
starts. Yeah, we go on. So we start from 2 o'clock.
So lunch is 1 till 2,
Yeah, yeah.
and then you've got 2 till what is the afternoon session?
It's 2 till 5 o'clock.
5.
Yeah,
Okay, and then so from 5 till 7, you've got your
yeah,
evening meal.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how we've planned it.
Mm,
But it's you don't have to be people don't have to be there if they don't want to listen to it. They can hang about or whatever, or go for a walk, whatever. But we just there is some good speakers coming, and it's going to be, of course, when you try to get top speakers, they want money. They want to be paid for it. You know what I mean?
mm,
You know,
yeah.
we got in contact with somebody the other day. He wanted £5,000. You know what I mean? You know,
Hmm.
and it's that's not the case.
No,
Well-known
no.
speaker,
Okay.
woman speaker. She
Yeah.
wanted to come along and do like a 25-minute talk, um, and um, and she said, "Well, can you pay us £5,000?" I said, I'm not even paying any of
Mm,
my other ones anything. So and that's it. But what we do is with the
okay.
package. If anybody's listening, what we do with the package is this: that when speakers kind of like talk and everything, and they finish, what will happen is that around about 7 days later, they will get a video of their talk.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So that's, you know, that is really, really, it's going to be all
That's
edit.
useful for their speaker reel,
Yeah.
out there and
Yes. Yeah.
take out snippets and
So
use
real.
as
Yeah.
marketing material.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that's
Yeah.
invaluable to have you
Yeah.
actually be videoed for you.
Yeah. It's really
Yeah.
good. It's really good. But the trouble is,
Yeah.
you'll see, it's kind of like, um, we got, there are some people who are kind of like, he's come in and said, Steve, I want to come, I want to give my message, but it doesn't matter to me about anything. If I don't get any business from it, that doesn't matter. As long as I put the message out there to people, then that's fine, So I get people like that. But then I say to them, well, you shouldn't be like that, because at the end of the day, you know, you don't come away for a weekend, you know, to a conference and not kind of like try to kind of like get, some sort of business. You know what I mean?
But it may not come from that weekend. Actually, at the weekend, it's what happens afterwards.
Oh yeah,
and it's the people that you network with, and the fact that there's going to be the video, the recording of your talk, which you can use, and then it's the following up, it's the marketing afterwards, or sharing your video and your recording. That's where you might potentially get the customers and the clients from. So it is about it's an opportunity to share your message and to give an impact on somebody's life or make a difference for someone, and you never know where that may lead. That's the thing. You never know where it can lead.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great opportunity to look at.
Yeah, and, it is
great. Great on you doing it. It's like, wow, this is a great project.
Well, it's the way how we kind of like want to do it, and people wanted to meet up, and they said, oh, it's about time we meet up, like because the presenters who have their own program with us, what they do is they have a meeting, see, every, I don't know, 3 months, and what they do is they go, oh, it's about time we meet up, what we're doing, things, and the trouble is, that's fine to meet up, but the trouble is, people live long distance, and we said, well, let's meet in the middle somewhere.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But then,
and it's nice to have a purpose as well, not just to chat.
Yeah.
It's nice to chat, but not just make it a general chatter, but to have some purpose to meeting up. Yeah. It's nice.
And I've had speakers down because I run a stroke club.
Sorry,
I run a stroke club. I run a
stroke club. Got you.
Yeah, in the past I've had because I've had strokes and everything. Sorry. And what's happened is that I remember when I had Yazine Lewis on. Do you know Yazine?
No.
Sorry? Yazan. And she's done TV, and she's been on This Morning, and she deals with the planets and everything. And one day I said to her, jokingly, I said, you should come down to where I live, and do a talk. And she said, would it be all right? I said, yeah, come down. And next minute, she comes through the door. She says, oh, finally nice to meet you. Finally nice to meet you. And I tell you what, she gave a good talk. We had coffee and everything. And I think she's coming down again next Wednesday,
Yeah.
And so it's the networking is, and we invite and it's really good. We got Roland Chester. Have you ever heard of him?
No.
No. Roland had well, it's not had, but Roland had AIDS,
Right.
right? And he so anyway, so Roland's gay, and but what happened was he had AIDS and everything, and things. He's got a wonderful story beyond what he does.
Mm.
So we got him coming down very soon, and so so that people can kind of like say that you know people just normal. That's what we want to kind of get out there.
Mm.
You know
They've
what I
got a
mean?
story to share. They've got a message to share.
Yeah,
Yeah, and something that
yeah.
just to say, all
So
the
have
people
you.
that
So
have
have you.
had an experience. Well, you said when they say come down to you, where are you? Where are you based?
Well, we're based in Exmouth.
Exmouth.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So
nice.
it's
Nice
like
part of the country.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah,
it's like Exeter and then Exmouth.
yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, yeah. But I used,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's a really nice place, and
Mhm.
we meet at a community centre, and we have got quite a few members, and they love it. They love it. You know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
And the other day
Mm.
when she came down, Yazine came down. I keep on saying her name wrong. I was joking about with her. I said, "I want your time. I want your book, the Time Catcher book, right? Because and she said, "Oh yeah, all right, yeah, I will send it. I will send it." And next minute, she sent it to me, right?
Yeah.
And so she sent it to me through the post. So next minute, I said, "Right, let me get my book. I'll go. I don't have to post it because she's coming down to do the talk." So I handed
Yeah.
it over. I handed it over to her, and she
Oh,
said, "You know what?" I said to her, "How did you get on with my book then?" She said, "I read it all on the train on the way back home."
oh, yeah.
It's and she said, "Oh, I can't believe it." She said, what you do is really good to help people and everything like that. And that's what we're about here.
Mm.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
We like to kind of like share the good times and sometimes the
Hmm.
bad times, but
Yeah.
also kind of like to kind of like give people a sense of purpose, to live and everything.
Mm.
That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. It's important. So I love it. And actually getting together is because I went to an in-person event a few weeks ago. It's an organisation where they've been meeting. It's a personal development organisation called the Yes Group, and they've been having their meetings virtually for the last couple of years. And it was their first in-person event since lockdown, and
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
just so lovely. There was 15 of us in a room, and it's just you feel alive. There's something for me. I say it's like you're in 3 dimensions. It's
yeah,
something that opens up, and I just feel alive when it's in an in-person event. It's something magical, and being on a virtual event is powerful, and it gives you that connection around the globe. And being in person is just a completely different dimension altogether.
yeah.
So the
Completely,
two have got a
completely.
place. Certainly, getting back to the meeting up in person is really
Yeah, and,
important. Yeah,
on our kind of like we only, we've been going now for what 2 years. Yeah,
yeah,
we started 2020, didn't we? So we didn't know what this how this was going to go, how long for.
mm,
We were, and the trouble is now on YouTube, there's around about 22,000 people.
oh,
So and it's going up, and I'm thinking, well, if it's going up, then then you get a lot of people coming in. But the trouble is, what gets me is there's not a lot of people watch when you're on live. Sometimes it's it's when they kind of like got time for a coffee or something, they sit down, then they watch it. Then
mm,
you know what I mean?
yeah, I
People
do.
do people do watch it then.
Yeah, yeah. They scroll through and they find something, and it's something catches their eye, and it's like, oh, and it's then that's where you get get people. So it is, recognizing that and being aware of that it isn't necessarily in the moment that you've got the viewers, but it's afterwards. Yeah. Cool.
What do you?
Exciting.
Because at the moment you're writing a book, ain't you? At the moment.
I am. Yes, and I'm getting stuck into it. I've now created a membership group out of what I realized was a need for actually creating focused time and space to write. So on a Tuesday evening and a Wednesday, get my mind and my tongue together, a Tuesday evening and a Thursday morning, I have 80-minute sessions where there's time and space to write, and that I run as a membership group. That I'm finding that actually they're finding it useful because they weren't scheduling time to write, and I haven't been scheduling time to write, and I've now started to schedule more time to write, but especially at those times I'm now focusing on my book. So my book's sort of starting to come together a bit more now. I'm starting to reconnect with it, and I've got that focus on actually getting it written.
Are you looking forward to having a book written?
Yes. Yeah, I am beginning to. I think it's perhaps it's something that's starting to. I realised that, because I've always said that what prompted me or has got me curious and onto this trail was when I heard that voice in my head that said, "You're going to write a book," and I realised the other week that I haven't written the book yet. There's me thinking, well, nothing's happening here. The money that I'm supposed to be getting, because I said, I was told I was going to write a book, isn't coming in, and I'm helping people with their writing, and it suddenly clicked, Carol Ann, you haven't written the book yet. So I went,
Yeah.
So that was another kick up the backside that a nice sort of, come on, got to get this book written. So it's certainly much more a focus point, and I think that's something needs to hit you in some way to wake you up to what is it. You need to get this book written, you need to get your story out there. And actually I wrote a chapter, 2,000 words chapter for a book about my story, and that hasn't actually taken root yet. That the lady that was going to run that book has sort of changed her mind. But I thought, it doesn't matter. I've got those 2,000 words that I've written. It's my story. I've now got the beginning of my book, Steve. How cool is that? So my book is starting to really take shape because it's about leading with your story. So part 1 is going to be my story, and then part 2 are the 7 key elements that I was going to be talking about as well. So it's starting to take shape now. Yeah.
And we've got how many? This is the biggest audience I've ever had. Hang on for a second, I'm going to share this with you. Can you see this?
Can I see what?
Can you see anything? Anything there? Hang on, let me share with you. So here, this is me. I'm on. That's me there. But there, you.
Sorry, I'm losing you. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. Seeing here.
Right. Okay. Right. Can you see the number there? With my arrow.
1,979. I can see 1,979 as a number.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. What's that about?
Yeah, that's how many. That's people listening to us right now.
Cool. Hello. Welcome.
All right. Then
there.
So, that there is.
Which?
Then I'll show you the.
And there's a
This is
number
the
1.
radio now. Yeah, that's me on the because it's like the presenter. So then you got all this here, look.
Mm-hmm.
So then you have all the people that's going to be on, like Susan Late. So your name will be there around about 11 o'clock tonight, and it will be because it'll be recorded. So then your name will be there.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment, and if you can see me there now, Stephen Beer. You see it?
Right. I think, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So then you've got someone called Linda Easton on. So anyway, so what happens is with this is this is our radio site.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we get a lot of. So what would happen is every time we do an interview, it will go onto our radio site, onto our radio site, to like live, or sometimes if it's a show on already, that's pre-recorded. Then we will stick it on around about half an hour later.
Okay.
All right.
I got you. Yeah. So it's starting to take shape. It's different when we first started speaking with you. Oh, it was last year or the year before.
Yeah.
So you're starting to take shape in a different way now. Yes. Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
So you're called, it's called the Talk Show podcast.
I've got questions.
No.
Yeah. Well, no, it's still Crossroads. It still comes under, but we just it's still Crossroads podcast. Yeah. But we just put that there to because really we're a talk show, but also we do kind of like play music and all that lot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
And we play music. We do other programs like it could be the news will pop up now and again about 10 o'clock or whatever.
Okay.
And, but it's a good site anyway. So yeah, I'm proud of that. So yeah, so
brilliant. Okay.
So what would happen? So this is what we're going to. Yeah. All right.
Okay. So you're saying there's a lot of people listening right now.
Yeah, radio people.
Awesome.
Sorry, go on.
No, it's okay. I'm not.
Yeah. When when you get your book, are you going to put it on Amazon?
Yes. Yeah, I will do.
Yeah.
I'll put it on Amazon. I think that's the best place to put it. It's somewhere you can send someone. You can give them a link, and you can get it printed off as it's ordered, can't you?
Yes.
What I understand. So it's sort of print on demand.
Yeah, mine's on Amazon at the moment. So
yeah, is yours not print on demand as well?
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
To start with, gets you going. It gets you into that up there as an author, a published author, and people got access to your book, and it doesn't cost you to have to buy loads of them and then sell them. It's just about marketing it afterwards. But it's something that you can have if you do go and give a talk, because you could have some with you and have them at the back of the room, and you could be selling them there. And I know somebody that did that at a talk I gave, and it really highlighted for me, he had his book with him, and I think he had probably about 20 books. They were only at £10 each. It's a nice book, but he was able to sell those at the back of the room, and I was like, oh, yeah. Even though you hear these little snippets of advice, but it's not until you realise that you've given a free talk, someone else has given a free talk, but they've made money because they've got their book at the back of the room and sold it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, it sort of hits home with it. So I think it's when something it's the experience, and that's the best way we learn is through experience.
I remember when an Amazon box came through, and I was so
Yeah.
excited, and my wife laughed at me because I opened the box, I looked at my book, and I thought, wow, and I cuddled it and cried
Oh,
because
yeah.
it was because it meant a lot to me. It really did, and she's a wonderful person who did that for me, and I'm
Mm.
still, and it got to me, and I just met her on here one day, and I said, my dream is to write a book, and she said,
Mm.
you know what, Steve, I'm going to, because you help others, I'm going to make this dream come true for you, and in 8 weeks, my book was out, you
Gosh.
know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it was a lot of hard work
Mm.
because you got to remember things, when you were younger,
Mm.
and also you got to go back and to the times when things were going, really bad, and you got to remember
Yeah.
the the abuse or the and it, that kind of
Mm.
like sometimes can be quite upsetting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's actually what stops a lot of people from writing their story. And that's why I find myself focusing on helping people write their story so that they can actually be in that emotional parts of their story and not get completely enveloped by it, but actually have some healing through the writing and through the process that I do, and then able
yeah,
to be right and able to write from that emotional space in the emotion, to such that it actually gets
yeah,
through in your
yeah.
words. And this is a healing process. It's a healing journey, and that's what I've realised. It's a healing journey. It's something that helps you to grow as a person and have more confidence in yourself as a writer. But,
Oh yeah, it does.
and
Yeah, yeah,
are you able
really.
to, as somebody put it, face your demons? you know? Because sometimes we don't want to face them. It's like these
Yeah.
things have happened in the past. Like, oh no, I don't want to look at that. Oh no, no, no. But actually being able to face them, look them in the eye, and all of a sudden the power just goes. But being able to write about it is really powerful. Yeah. So well done on, you getting there and
Thank
facing them
you. Yeah, really good.
and getting it published. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah, really good. Well, Karen, thank you so much for joining me tonight.
You're welcome. So I'm glad we finally got around to it. It seems like we were plagued with having to put it off and put it off, and but
Yeah,
tonight
sorry
is
about that.
perfect. Yeah, and I'm sorry.
Brilliant.
Last
Thank
night
you so
something
much.
happened up. So yeah, I always say things
Always
happen at the
happens,
right and
doesn't it?
proper time. Yeah,
Yeah. It's
yeah,
but sometimes for me it's a football season sometimes. When the football season starts, then I'm
yeah.
thinking, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Do it tomorrow. You know. I'm, you
Okay.
know. All right then. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Very welcome. And if anybody wants to get in touch with me and wants to have that, know more about my membership group and
Oh yeah,
to help
yes.
support them
Yeah?
with
What's your website and
their
your
writing.
email?
At the moment, I don't have a website, but if they want to find me on Facebook,
Right.
yeah. Have you got my link for Facebook?
Yeah,
Shall I
yeah,
do it?
yeah. I'll do all that. Yeah.
Yeah. Shall I put it to you on Messenger or give it to you
Yeah,
now?
give it to me. Well, I've got it, and I'll stick it on my website too.
Okay. Yeah.
All right,
And
and then
then
I'll
they
put
can
that.
find my details and on there, and I'll be putting about my group, but they can get in touch with me and ask about it, because if they would like to be have supported, because it's having that this company and it's support,
Yeah,
but I also do little activities that help to get them present before they do the writing. So it's an 80-minute session. We start with 10 minutes where we come in and you share what you're going to be focusing on writing. And then I do a couple of activities just to get you present. And then we write 25 minutes writing and then come back another 10-minute slot to say, okay, how was that? And if something came up with somebody, I can then do some other activities that help to shift if there's any niggles or anything that's happening, and get you even more present. And then another 25-minute slot of writing, and then 10 minutes just to round off. And people are finding that it really, just that time has helped them to focus and get a lot more written than they would have done. So yeah, if you're interested and want to put that commitment and have that support and focus, do get in touch with me. I would love to hear from you. Are you still there, Steve? Sorry, I was talking. Am I? Interesting. I don't know if it's still alive or not. Or if Steve is still here or not. Okay. What's happening? I have no idea. It's okay. It's like you never know where life's going to take you. So, thank you for listening. And I'm going to, I think I'll leave now because I'm not sure what's happening. But please do get in touch if you'd like to, some support. Find out more. My name is Carol Ann Cooper, as you can see, and I'm the writing facilitator. Okay. I'll speak with you again, Steve. Okay.